Here's a brief history of superannuation.
When compulsory superannuation was introduced in 1992, no one could have predicted the current scale. Originally, a 3% contribution to help Australians save for retirement has grown to 12% of compulsory savings. It was unimaginable at the time. No one could have forecasted 12% when this thing kicked off at 3%. Senator Gerard Rennick has been a rare voice in Parliament opposing the trend of increasing super. And to be honest with you, I fully support his stance.
I'd just like to quote a speech from the father of modern superannuation, Paul Keating. It's a speech he gave in 2007, and I'd like to quote, "In other words, had employers not paid 9 percentage points of wages as superannuation contributions to employee superannuation accounts, they would have paid it in cash as wages." In other words, the founder of superannuation has admitted that had that money not been paid into superannuation, they would have been paid as wages.
Superannuation was intended as a safety net to supplement the age pension, but today there's just as many people on the age pension as there were back then as a percentage of our workforce. To take 12% of a worker's income is a massive amount of money, and it certainly detracts from your ability to deal with a cost of living crisis. It's created powerful superannuation funds, and these funds now control over $3.5 trillion in assets, making them some of the most influential entities in Australia.
And that is the problem with superannuation in this country. It takes money from the working class throughout their working life when they need it in order to subsidise the wealthy in their retirement. I hardly call that equitable. But it's not just wage theft that superannuation is, it's also infrastructure theft. Because what funded the privatisation of our infrastructure in this country? Superannuation funds and joint ventures with foreign-owned organisations.
Their influence extends beyond financial markets into politics, policy making, and raises questions about whether they truly act in their members' best interests. The 12% superannuation guarantee burdens workers by reducing take-home pay, money that could be used for immediate financial needs. Senator Rennick correctly argues that this system removes choice, forcing Australians into a one-size-fits-all approach controlled by large institutions, more focused on their own growth than individual needs.
Furthermore, we've got $3 trillion now under funds under management. We need to democratise the board positions of superannuation. No more jobs for your mates on the boards. It's about time people got elected to boards and they were accountable to their members.
It is time to rethink super in Australia. We must question whether 12% is necessary or fair and consider alternatives that offer more flexibility and control. Senator Rennick's on point with this.
And let's not forget the $50 billion that superannuation funds collect in fees every year. That's management fees.